names, big spenders, and the backing of influential groups. That's the playing field for 2010. Consider the case of Senator Panfilo Lacson. He dropped out of the presidential race because he doesn't have the machinery, more importantly, the money to run a campaign.
But a small party, Ang Kapatiran, hopes to change the political landscape by challenging well-established political parties. And Kapatiran is starting with John Carlos de los Reyes, a councillor in Olongapo City who is eyeing the highest post in the land. Joining us here in the studio is presidential aspirant councillor John Carlos J.C. de los Reyes. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It's an honor.
All right, JC, I guess the first question is, what on earth made you want to run for president?
It was not my choice.
All right.
It was the choice of the party.
Okay.
I myself was surprised. But as a loyal party member who, in fact, organized the party way back 1998, I encouraged the youth to sign up for its COMELEC accreditation 2004. Well, it would be awkward for me to say no.
Okay.
And so I needed, that was really a leadership call. I was so overwhelmed at the time, but I needed to start the change going for the party and for this country. So I said yes.
How did you get started into politics?
My first term was in 1995. I was only 25 years old. I ran and won as a city councillor of Olongapo City. And in 1998, I decided not to run for re-election.
Now, you will be the youngest presidential candidate. Do you think that's an advantage or a disadvantage?
Well, if our numbers are correct, we have 45 million voters these elections. Now, 85% of that will come from the D&E. And among those voters in the D&E, about 50% are youth. So we have about 25 million youth voters. And so if we are able to tap into that powerhouse, the youth vote, then we win the election.
Okay, now, you know, it's been bandied about since a few months ago that you need 1 billion to 3 billion pesos to win a presidential election. Where is your party going to get its resources?
Well, we're banking on the Filipino people through donations. I myself am not relying on the party, but from my own savings, I donate. And let me emphasize the fact that Ang Kapatiran Party is mission-oriented. We are just providing an alternative to the Filipino people. If we don't make it, well, at least we did our mission. We are leaving for provinces. We're starting June 9 for Bacolod, Legazpi. We're going to Naga and Cebu. Now, we are advocating that we have to start telling the people we have to prioritize not political expediency but moral values. This is what's unique about us. So if we're going to talk about billions, that's precisely why I'm running. The party wants to prove that we are here to destroy paradigms, no?
But you don't need billions.
Yes, and if we do that, and if the Filipino people accept us, then this is history for us. We have destroyed these paradigms that you need to be popular, you need to be a senator or vice president. A councillor is the closest to the barangay chairman, to the people, and this is what we're trying to say. That you know, in Article 7 of the Constitution on the presidential oath, nakalagay doon, no, the president will promise to swear that he shall preserve and defend the Constitution, execute the laws, and do every man justice. So, and conscientiously do service to the nation. So, what we need is not really well, the paradigm is somebody popular, somebody big.
Pasikatan.
Pasikatan. Eh, yun nga, nagre-reklamo parati tayo. ang mga Pilipino na pare-pareho na lang. Now, this is a chance for us to prove na hindi nga ganon. No? There is an alternative.
So the way it's sounding, JC, is it's going to be a house-to-house, person-to-person campaign, because it's not, you're not going to wage it via media, which is going to cost you a lot.
No.
So it's got to be something, as you said, going to each home, convincing each individual, each voter, that this is the shift that we need to take.
Yes. We are not going the traditional way. We do not have the resources, but we have aces up our sleeve. We will appeal to the church. We will appeal to the youth. We will appeal to the poor. That it's time to move for this country. Everybody is frustrated. Coming here, the same experiences. Arrogant politicians, traditional politicians, they drive with their bodyguards, their blinkers and sirens. You see tarpaulins all over. And, I'm asking the youth...
Saying Happy Father's Day?
Yes. Even marriage encounter.
Congratulations.
Yes,
graduates.
This is an insult to the Filipino people. And it's about time somebody stood up to these traditional politicians. I know they have a hold on the voters. I know that. But that's exactly why I am appealing to the voters now. Here I am. It's a sacrifice for me. I'm an ordinary person, a simple guy. But not until somebody steps up and says, we won't take this, then walang mangyayari sa atin.
Okay. You also come from an area where volunteerism has a very strong tradition. Is that going to be a big help to you?
That's what we're going to ask the Filipino people to do, to support the Ang Kapatiran Party. But it's the volunteerism that is beyond Subic. A volunteerism that will have to be looking at the common good for the whole country this time, no? Considering the fact that I am from Subic,